everybody. Just checking my devices, checking my audio as I go ahead and get my Facebook Live set up here. And I'm so excited to be able to be here with you guys, with hundreds of people who are in the group. Get to know me, the women in this group, the way that we support each other, and my overall philosophy on health. If you're tuning in, I am live in our Facebook group right now, and this is where all the conversations happen. This is where the feedback comes in. This is where we get to talk to each other. So if you end up watching this on the replay and you're not in our group, then we would love for you to join the energetic way to transform your health. And that's what I do. Hi guys, I see you tuning in. If you can hear me, just let me know in the comments. Say you hear me, just say I hear you, give me a wave, let me know, it would be awesome. And the way that I work with women is to help them tune in to the energy of their bodies and to listen to what their bodies actually need. And today's energetic talk is going to be about a hunger signal. Our bodies are giving us signals all of the time, and it's our job to listen and to feed and to nourish and to give ourselves whatever we need to optimize our energy so we can live and have the health and life of our dreams, right? So I'm glad you guys are here. Thanks again so much for tuning in. And again, before I get started, I just want to make sure that you can hear me. So if you can, let me know in the comments, yes, in fact, that you can hear me. I'm tracking the comments here in the live producer. And again, today we're talking about hunger signals. What are they? I'm going to redefine a hunger signal for you and give you a different perspective on how to listen into your body. So I'm going to go ahead and wait for the comments to roll in. If you're anything like me, you haven't showered today. So apparently I sweat rainbows. I just got this shirt today that I'm excited about. And I haven't showered yet. I led 2 boot camp classes. I flattened my hair for the live, but haven't showered. So if you haven't showered, let me know in the comments in solidarity you have not showered today, even after you worked out. That's a thing, right? Like, we're always prioritizing something. So again, I just want to make sure you guys can hear me. Let me know in the comments if you can. The comments are not popping up for me, so I am going to go into the Facebook group and see if I can track them there. So again, today's live is about hunger signals. And if you've been on a health journey or 20 journeys, or you've yo-yo dieted, or you've tried to find the exact right approach for your health and your body, or harmony for the capacity to change, then you know what it's like to look over and over and over again for the perfect plan. The one that puts your body shaming, your health and weight gain fears, and you're picking a part of yourself to rest once and for all, right? The magic pill. So if you've ever looked for the magic pill, let me know in the comments. Just say magic pill so that I can make sure that you guys can hear me and I can continue on with this live. Okay, people can hear me. Rory hears me. Carrie hears me. Ronnie hears me. Lindsay hears me. Awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and track the comments a different way here. So I'm going to move that. Awesome. And I'm going to scooch this little live producer situation where I'm staring at myself talking. That's weird. Over to the side. Okay, now I can see you guys and you can hear me. Amazing. Magic pills. Thank you, Carrie. Lindsay says I'm cutting in and out. So I'm going to keep on going, and Lindsay, let me know if that gets resolved for you. So if you're anything like me, all of this searching for a magic pill has led to years of emotional suffering, metabolic disruption, and looking for something with fear that you're going to fail again and again and again. And that's what these things are meant to do. They're meant to put you on a 30-day thing or a 6 weeks to losing weight or whatever, and then you end up stopping the thing. You fail, you don't learn anything about your body, you look for solutions on the scale, and then you feel like a failure, and then you want to give up on yourself and look for the next best thing. But if you're here and you're tired of looking for that perfect thing, the latest one that just might work this time and then let you down again, I am today in this live by the end show you how you can develop trust in your body's ability to decide what's best for you. It is unique for you, and we can't follow any prescribed thing, and we can't just rely on what people call a hunger signal. There's lots of signals in our bodies. I'm going to redefine this for you today. So again, by the end of this live, I want you to know that you don't need to rely on anything except your own body's signals. I'm going to redefine a hunger signal and give you a totally different perspective on how to listen to those signals so you can stop wondering what new diet program is best for you. We're going to have a little fun. I want you to engage with me, answer questions I have for you so that I can customize this live. So let me know if you're in. Just tell me in the comments if you are in, and you're going to stick around to the end to find out how you can stop the magic pill, trust yourself, and hear your hunger signals as redefined. Let me know that you'll be staying. On Instagram, I've got Lindsay joined over here. Lindsay, I hope that the audio is better for you over there in the Instagram. So guys, just let me know that you're in. Awesome. Ronnie's in. Michelle says the sound is fine on her end. Okay, awesome. Great. So I hope more of you will stick around, because by the end, I am going to have the answers for you. Screw those magic pills. Thank you, Ronnie. Screw the magic pills. They don't work. She knows. I know. I'm going to tell you the secret. And even if you've worked with me before and you think you know, it's always good to have a refresher. So nice to see many people here who I have worked with in the past as well. So it wasn't too long ago that I did try the latest diet trend. I used to have to say I've tried them all, and I could say that for a period of time, but since I stopped dieting a few years ago, about 100 more diets have come out. So I can't say for true that I have tried every single dieting trend. That's no longer true for me because there's so many that come out every single year. But the other day I did sit down and I thought about this, and all diet trends fit into categories. So we're gonna play a game, okay? I want you guys to play along with me. I'm going to give you a description, and then I want you to tell us what it is in the comments below. So if you've followed a diet or you've tried a program that follows any of these categories, I just want you to name it in the comments, okay? So this is going to be a little game because I know most women that I work with, if not all, have tried something that fits into one of these categories. Okay, ready? It's like a who has game. All right, who has tried purposely saving calories, points, or macros for a binge on food or alcohol? Tell me the diet that led you to do that in the comments below. So this is a game. I'm looking for the diet. I'm looking for what you think. So again, this is purposely saving calories, points, or macronutrients for a binge on food or alcohol. So you put everything all together so that you get to have the thing. Ronnie says, yup. WW. And I know that their idea has changed a little bit, but still they're Weight Watchers. Okay, all right, cool. And there may be others, right? Weight Watchers is decades old. I have respect for the way that they help people for sure, but it did get me stuck in the yo-yo dieting thing for years, thinking there was a trick to the numbers and the way that I followed that in order to get me the results I wanted. Until I stepped on the scale having gained 6 pounds, because I do know I need a little bit, but that's another story for another time. Okay, here's another one. Who has tried only eating in a specific period of time or a prescribed number of meals? Tell us the diet that led you to do that in the comments. So again, this is only eating in a specific period of time of the day or a number of days or a prescribed number of meals. So what diet is that? Lindsay said Weight Watchers for the other one. I'm looking for this one now. Drum roll. What is it? Yep, intermittent fasting. Ding, 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 ding. That's the one I was thinking of too. All right, Carrie and Ronnie, you guys get a prize. 100 points for you. Next one. Who has tried a meal delivery plan that predetermines the amount of food or smoothie or whatever and type of food that the meal delivery place thinks you should eat? Tell me in the comments the diet that led you to do that in the comments below. You're like, well, if they just send me these things and I only eat these things, it's gonna work. Anybody tried that? Try that. Oh, Lindsay, 100 points for Lindsay. She got intermittent fasting over here. What's that? Anybody try something like that? Jenny Craig, great example. Yep, we're gonna send you these meals. You're gonna eat them. You're gonna lose weight, right? and almost. So we've got some almost and didn't try, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like they're like, we're gonna give it to you. They don't even know you. Like, who is Jenny? Who is that? So they don't even know you. I'm not sure how they can help you, right? Okay, and then one more. Omitting or overemphasizing entire food categories or macronutrients. Hi, Jessica. Tell us the diet that leads you or has led people to do that in the comments below. So you're omitting an entire macronutrient or food category, or only eating or overemphasizing that macronutrient or category, food category. What is that? Keto, yes, Carrie, that's right. Or low fat, right? When I was a kid, 90s kids, Atkins. Okay, yes, exactly. So 90s kids, it was like all about the low fat. Get everything that was in the green packaging. You guys remember that? It was like reduced fat. Like if you stick to that, you're good. I remember having an obsession with that, right? Or sugar-free. Get everything that's sugar-free. I did that in college. I told you guys, I've done it all, right? Up to a certain point. I would eat like sugar-free everything. You know how much diarrhea I had all of the time? That sugar-free stuff has a lot, and then at the bottom it says may cause a laxative effect. I'll tell you, it definitely causes a laxative effect. Destroyed my gut completely. Completely destroyed my gut. I was just looking for a way, a program, or a system. Okay, you guys are really good at this game. Thank you for playing. You all know this, right? I've tried most of these too. Then I would go back after finishing the program or putting the weight back on and do it all over again and again and again. And each time it lost its allure, or my body wasn't in shock anymore, or it didn't work, right? And when I say it didn't work, what am I talking about? I want someone to be brave, and I want you to say what didn't work. What was I looking for? What didn't work when I say that? What didn't work? And I look at it and I'm disappointed in myself. What wasn't working? What was it that I was looking for? What do you think? Got to be brave in this group, because I redirect your energy away from this over and over again. But the truth is that all any of us wanted when we were doing any of those things is what? The sustainability of what? Sustaining, what is it? We wanted more than anything, and I can promise you it wasn't just to love myself. Anyone else feeling brave and wants to tell me? What do you think? Did all of that stuff just for what? Skinny. Yeah. The plan that makes the weight come off. Yep. The way to be skinny. All of that. All of that over and over again, thousands of dollars down the tubes to be skinny. Now, I'm not saying that being at a healthy weight can't be fulfilling and lovely and wonderful, but if it's all you're doing and you're looking for those programs, you don't know your body's signals, you can't trust your hunger signals, you think that it's wrapped up in a pretty box and then it's going to be given to you and it's going to work. So all the trust in yourself gets ripped out from underneath of you, and you don't get to believe in yourself. You believe it's out there with something else. That's not true. It's you. So these kinds of rigid rules and predeterminations that these companies come up with are what put women in body distrust and the dieting cycle. They don't trust their body's abilities to tell them what it is they actually need, and so they look for the next big thing that they can count on for only one thing, and it is weight loss, right? And then we act like this is like the biggest thing, and once we get there, we feel better. And when we think what we want is a target goal, whether it's weight loss, running a marathon, whatever the target or the end goal is, for a moment we believe we can get there because it's tangible. We say, okay, cool, all right, so I'm gonna calculate this. If I run a mile a week for 5 days a week, and I do this for 3 months, I'm gonna get there. Or if I lose 2 pounds a week for the next 10 weeks, I'm gonna lose 20 pounds and I'm gonna be ready for the wedding or the event or whatever it is that you're going to. Or I won't feel, so ashamed anymore, right? So if you believe that you can get there in that amount of time, you get really excited, you get all revved up, right? And you're like, this is the thing. Again, you're giving your trust away. You're saying this thing's going to make me do this, and then I will end up being at the end and at my goal. Then I can really live my life. So we keep spending all this time to look for the thing to do that to the system that's going to work in the shortest amount of time. It's going to solve this weight issue once and for all, instead of trusting ourselves, and from a place of trust, taking sustainable action in your beautiful, unique life now to have what you want. So I want to teach you how to do that. I want to teach you how to do that today. Because instead of knowing what is even happening inside our unique bodies, and instead of fighting for what's important in your everyday life, if you continue to spend it focusing on body dissatisfaction and looking for the next thing that's going to just work, it's going to start the cycle over and over again. You're not going to hear what I'm redefining your hunger signals today. You're not going to hear what it is that you actually need, and you're going to keep looking for something else. And I don't want you to look anymore except for within inside of yourself. So if I told you guys, hey Lindsay, if I told you guys there was a way to count on yourself to know how to redirect your energy, right, my specialty, into the most important things in your life, and then I could teach you how to get any result that you wanted from a place of confidence and freedom, empowered towards your choices and trusting your hunger signals instead of a slave to another failed system, would you want that? If you want that, tell me hell yeah, I want that. Tell me hell yes in the comments. Hell yes, I want that. Because I want you to be jazzed up and ready for the answer. I want you to grab a pen and paper, and I want you to write this down. So no more fooling around about it anymore. I'm going to tell you what to do. I'm going to tell you right now. So please get a pen and paper and get ready to write it down. Okay? Hell yes. And whether you're training for a 5K, you're on your health journey, you're continuing lifelong health, there is a way to make conscious choices in your life and develop an awareness of what your body actually needs to thrive by tuning in and listening to hunger signals that I'm going to redefine for you today. Okay? I did have a client who came in, and she had been on Weight Watchers, keto, intermittent fasting, funny, all the things that you guys just said, and she felt really frustrated with her progress. Now, it's not that she was doing things wrong, right? But the problem was that the idea that one of these things will fix her once and for all was the big problem. Believing this for her meant that she could only live her life in that way, and that all of her joy was actually wrapped up in body dissatisfaction. So imagine that, all of my joy in body dissatisfaction. It's so hard to break out of that. On top of it, she had no guidance from a professional to help her internalize what was actually working for her body, even when she was on all of these diet programs. Because when you do stuff like that and it works, it's not the diet, it's something you're changing on the inside. But if you don't know what that is, you don't know what to keep around, right? So when we started working together to reframe what progress meant, she became willing to act for herself. And when I taught her what a hunger signal actually was, she was able to listen to her body's cues and nourish herself accordingly, right? With a new perspective on what to fight for and a new process of developing trust in her choices, she was able to joyfully take sustainable action. Carrie mentioned sustainability with a body positive headspace every single day, and continues to do that today, and also lose weight along with it. Let's be honest, if that's what you're looking for, that's what you're looking for, but you don't have to have that as your goal. Let's set that to the side for a moment, because her joy came through first. The thing about this is that when the weight part isn't the focus, it's actually how to take action in your body to get whatever you want. What you want might change, and you need to allow yourself that flexibility, right? And you need to be flexible enough to see that it's not a means to an end or a number, and I'll only be happy if, but a better way to live. Do you see the difference between following an arbitrary plan and not really knowing what's going on, or being able to listen to your body's signals and then listening to your body for a better way to live, right? Imagine just knowing what's going on for you so that you can take care of it. And this is where the pen and paper is going to come into play. Because when you write this down, you get to look for these things too. So if you want a better way, tell me. I want a better way. I want a better way. because I want to help you today. The women who I work with who've tried everything to lose weight and yo-yo diet on crazy rigid plans to drop the conventional ideas of weight loss and give them what their unique bodies need, get this. They're willing to go through the process of listening and make changes for their beautiful lives, not for just a number on the scale. That's how I've helped myself, and that's how I help my clients. And I want to give that to you today. All anyone wants is a proven plan. That's why we look for the pretty packaged thing that's going to tell us exactly what to do or send us the meal plans or how many fats to eat. If I follow this and I'm a good girl, it's going to happen, right? I want to give you a plan that's different than that. Tell me yes in the comments if you're ready. Because in the beginning, I told you I was going to redefine the hunger signal for you so that you know exactly what to look for in your unique body to get any result you want without dieting. Here is the pen and paper opportunity. Okay, if you have your pen and paper and you're ready, can you just let me know in the comments you're ready? Thanks for the heart. I see that. I see that on Instagram. Just let me know you're ready. Give me a few readies. Let me know you're ready in the comments below. So we're gonna do a little activity here. Yes, I'm gonna ask you to work. It's important to me that you get the help that you need, and this is a part of the process, okay? It's not just gonna be something I'm gonna tell you. I'm actually gonna try to change your life right now, okay? Awesome, great. I see a couple of you are ready. Okay, so I want you to write down on the paper at the top what part of your life needs your attention right now. I just want you to settle into your body, and I want you to take a deep breath, and I just want you to relax, and I want you to imagine yourself what part of your life needs some extra love. And if those of you who've worked with me, you know some areas to focus on. Is it your career? Is it your creativity? Is it your family, your home environment, your spirituality? I'm gonna leave health out of this for now on purpose. If that's what comes to you right away, you can certainly write it down, but we will get there in a minute. You'll know that it's actually intertwined with that. But what parts of your life need some love and attention right now? I see some emojis coming over from Jody. Hi. What are they? Is it your work, your family, your home environment, your spirituality, your creativity? What part feels like it needs to be risen up right now? It's been shoved to the side too long. You're gonna raise it up today. And then I want you to show up, I want you to, think about showing up as your best self in that area, okay? What you look like, what you feel like, the confidence that you exude, and the energy that you have, and the trust in your capacity to be that person if it was the best that it could be, okay? So if I'm thinking about that and I want to raise myself up as a mother, I'd like to be there for my kids, I'm thinking about what would that look like. I'm thinking about the smile on my face. I'm thinking about how bright I look and feel. I'm energetic. I'm running around with them. I'm lifting them into the air, and I'm having so much fun, and I'm putting my work to the side. So I want you to really, really get in touch with it. You can close your eyes. I can't see you. No shame in that. Take this quiet moment and imagine it. Really imagine it. How she feels inside and out. I want you to be her right now. If you can think it, you can be it, you can believe it. This is how manifestation happens. I want you to imagine her kicking ass and doing the thing that you wrote down. Okay? This person trusts her hunger signals. She optimizes her body every day by assessing the signals that I'm going to give you on a scale of 1 to 10 so she can show up like that. There are symptoms of distress that get in the way of our ability to be able to be that, the manifestation of our lives, of what's most important. And so this is the part where I'm going to redefine the hunger signal for you. This is where I'm going to have you do some writing again. Because hunger signals, sure, your stomach can be growling, though if this is for you, then you should for sure eat something, okay? We know how to satisfy that. But I'm talking about hunger signals like your life, like you're hungry for life, okay? This is the important stuff. And there's ways that we can bring balance to that through food and lifestyle choices so you can have the life that you want. That's what's important. So we're ditching the number on the scale. We're ditching the idea that we need to have joy for that. And I just want you to be this person, and this is how we're going to get there. Okay, so first signal that you're going to pay attention to is your mood. Okay, so write this down. So mood. All right. When you think about this person, they're in a good mood, right? You don't imagine a person going off the rails, screaming at people, and whatever. It doesn't matter if it's your work or your creativity or being with your kids or your family or a clean home or your spirituality. Your mood is good, right? When you imagine your best self in that way, you're not hiding or moping around or screaming at people or depressed or anxious. You're excited. You're ready to do the thing, right? When you imagined yourself, you are ready to do the thing. So if you have moody signals that get in your way, this is the part that you need to correct or fix. This is how you bring your body into balance. It's time to reevaluate your reliance on sugar and lack of sleep, truthfully. Sugar and sleep are the biggest hormone disruptors. That's what leads us to a cruddy mood. That's what leads us to feeling crappy most of the time. Even it's like putting goggles over our eyes. You can't even see the truth through that if it's too much. It doesn't mean no sugar ever. I'm not like that. Those of you who know me know I'm not like that. It just means that your body's in distress and it needs to be able to balance sugar in your body more easily. It doesn't mean you can't stay up sometimes as far as sleep goes, a little later than usual, but your body needs rest to be able to cope with daily stress more easily. That's it. So increasing movement, strength training, and running are also helpful for all of these things. But when you're assessing your mood right now as it is, if your mood is compromised, that person is going to be really hard to realize in the near future. Okay? So if you're assessing your mood on a scale of 1 to 10 and it's somewhere in the middle, I'm not talking about, hey, I can exude positivity all the time, but I know what it feels like deep down to be in a bad mood, and I know it's because I had lava cake this morning for my friend's birthday. I felt that when I screamed at my dogs. This stuff is not a mistake, but if you see it, you hear it, you catch it, I don't want to be that way. That's not my best self. All right, so tomorrow I'm going to have a nice protein and vegetable breakfast. These are the ways we talk to ourselves in order to get what we want, okay? The next redefined hunger signal is digestion. So write this down. I'm sure the person that you imagined really isn't thinking about food, gas, bloating, reflux, bowel movements, or belly discomfort, right? That best person's self that you imagined for yourself in whatever area it was that needs help coming forth today didn't have any of those symptoms. If this is you today, if you are experiencing those things, you can simply do this. Keep track, because it's important enough. Keep track of the foods that you're eating. Just write them down, not how much, not how many calories. That shit doesn't matter, okay? Just write down what it is you're eating, and if you feel okay after. And if you don't, then you got to be a detective and get into what's causing the problem. Here are some common issues. Again, you might want to write this down. Common issues that can cause those things are processed foods, stabilizers or thickeners like gums is what you want to look out for in those foods, soy, refined seed and bean oils, soybean oil, sunflower oil, safflower oil, canola oil. You want olive and avocado oil most of the time if possible. And then of course, gluten and dairy. Again, it doesn't mean you can't have those things sometimes, but your body needs proper digestion to be able to feel good and make choices that don't lead you to feeling that way. Because that best person that you imagine in your mind doesn't feel like that. So if you want her to be there, you need to help her. Sluggish digestion is a symptom of stagnation. Another way of resolving that, of course, is through movement and exercise, which I'm obviously a huge fan of. That's part of my job, okay? The third hunger signal, redefined, is this idea of focus, okay? The person you imagine is doing exactly what they set out to do. They're doing that thing and only that thing with joy. It is possible for you to focus on that person, the most important thing that needs to be risen up without everything else falling to the wayside, because it's your joy. The thing is that when you want to be your best self and you get all that joy without being all of the things, other people see that too. People just want to be a part of your joy. So be joyful, raise it up, make it a priority in the morning. I want you to wake up and I want you to imagine this person that you've written down, and imagine her first thing in the morning and how you're going to treat her that day so that she can show up. And so if focus is something that's hard for you and you just dive into your day with your email, your job, without a grounding thought, we need to listen to that and make that change first thing in the morning. It's simple. Biggest thing you can do is sit quietly, imagine the person you want to show up today, raise her up, think about her, take a deep breath and relax, say something nice to her, open your eyes and get started. It can be that simple. You're teaching your body to think about what matters most. Now, on a physiological level, if focus is an issue for you, you also are likely not getting healthy fats. You may need more fish, healthy oils, avocado, MCT oil is a staple in my diet in the morning, okay? So it doesn't mean, again, it's like an all or nothing thing. It doesn't mean every single day I wake up and do this, but most days I do. And on the days that I don't, I feel it. I notice it. It's being in the knowing and knowing what the problem is that you can solve it later where the magic lies. Okay, so knowing this and making it easily available to you by practicing is what's going to keep you on track to feeling good. It's simple changes, knowing what feels bad and giving it a try. Actually, just today, one of the members of the 5K group, we were talking about biorhythm disruption. I told her one thing to do for sleep. She did it. It's so simple, and it worked for her. So her sleep is back on point just from this simple thing. So I want you guys to know that simple, small things lead to big change. Okay, fourth thing I want you to write down, energy levels. How many of us struggle with that? It's like, why am I so tired, right? That person that you wrote down, that you imagined, isn't exhausted anymore. They're ready to do the thing. But what I see people skip out on when it comes to listening to their signals on a physiological level, and so if this is you, if your energy levels fall flat, if you snack a lot through the day and you're just grasping to stay stimulated, you probably have a lack of protein. So you can start your day, your morning, make sure your morning has adequate protein. Examples of that are eggs, steel cut oatmeal. I like coconut yogurt by Kite Hill. If you don't have a dairy problem, then having whole milk yogurt in the morning could be really great for you too. You have to feel it out, right? But starting your day with a high fat and protein breakfast ensures that you're on the right track and your body can balance energy more easily. That means anything that you put in after that point has that food in your body that's carrying all of the energy around your body for the better part of the day. So when people say to me, I do a really good job in the morning, but my energy levels start crashing, probably you didn't eat lunch early enough. Maybe you had, some quick snack in the mid-morning that didn't resonate with you. We also need adequate rest, right? So give yourself permission to be tired in the middle of the day. That's normal. Why do we expect ourselves to be 100% all the time, whole way through? So instead of throwing all this coffee down your throat or grabbing another chocolate bar, whatever it is that the rhythm is leading you to do, just say, okay, I'm tired. Like, so what? So I'm tired. That's how it is. And it doesn't feel so distressing as long as you follow the other principles that I'm telling you about and they're in balance. Being tired can just be a feeling. It can just be a feeling of tired, and you can lie down. Give yourself permission to lie down. Taking a midday rest is so important. Most of us rarely do it, and I'm not talking about a big, great nap. And people say, I don't have time for this. Watch. Put my hands over my eyes. That's it. Like, I feel better already. Don't bring drama to this stuff. Make it easy for you. Make it willing. Step into the willing, not the I don't want to. What am I willing to do? Am I willing to stop and breathe for a moment, take a drink of water? Yes, of course I'm willing to do that. What are you willing to do? So matching your intensity with rest is going to help even out your energy levels. So what is a hunger signal? In the end, what I want you to redefine it as is your body's cry for help. That's how we stop wondering, am I actually hungry or do I have a craving, right? You say, oh, that's interesting. I'm reaching for that, or something's happening. My body's crying for help. So what is it? I just told you. It's one of those issues, and they are solvable. What a relief. And it's not in a fasting window, and it's not in a meal plan, and it's not boxed up in something that's going to come to your front door that you just put in without thought. It's you. Your body is telling you exactly what you need. We hear these things every single day through our mood, our digestion, our focus, and our energy levels. If they aren't on point, then our body is in a state of inflammation. And then if weight loss is a part of what you desire, it's going to be very hard to get there. So I want you to listen instead to the scale and what's down on the floor at your feet or whatever. And I want you instead to tune in to these things of distress, these hunger signals, these body signals, these cries for help that are actually going to help lead you and make it worth it. Why is it worth it? Because that person you imagined wants to be treated that way. That's you. She's in there waiting for you. So tell me in the comments, which signal stands out for you? Out of those things that I mentioned, what stands out for you? What needs your attention the most right now? What are you willing to evaluate and to say, you know what? I'm going to give myself a little bit more of that thing now, today, starting now, so that I can feel better, so that that person can show up because she's ready for you and she needs you. That's who needs you, right? Your best self, the person that you want to define today. And if you're just hopping on, in the beginning of the live, I talk about, or in the middle of the live, I talk about thinking about what area of your life needs the most help and imagining that and defining that for yourself. That's a really important process of understanding what it is that you actually need. So if you put it in the comments, that's great. If you write it down for yourself. Ronnie says, I love the way your program has impacted my whole life, especially my energy levels. Yeah, we can't take action when we don't have the energy to do it. That's why I call it the energetic eating method. Sounds like it's all about food, but the truth is, eating is consumption. Energy is created from how we nourish ourselves in all of these areas of our life. So this perspective, I hope, changes the way you might fuel yourself and the way you think about how you treat yourself. And we can start with a centering thought. This is who I want to show up, and here's the place that needs healing right now. You can tell yourself that. If you need ideas, this group is here for you. If any of this resonates with you, I do want to help you stop making promises to yourself and stop treating your body with a plan that wasn't even written for you. Hi, Galit. There's no doubt that if you took notes on this during this live and you utilize the resources in this group, the energetic eating, moving, and mindset things that I give to you guys in this free group, the energetic way to transform your health, you could get there on your own. Absolutely. I am here to dump it all out for you to consume and to try to figure it out. But the truth is that most of us need more help. Most of us need someone to hold our hand, to hold us accountable, to know what it is that we're feeling so that we can show up as our best selves. Most of us need a professional to do that. And I spent the last 15, 20 years so that I can sit here in front of you guys today and be the person to tell you how to do it right and to live your best life. So if you think that this type of process would help you to stop obsessing about what you're putting in and actually be in the knowing about what it is that's truly serving you, I do want to work with you. I really, really want to work with you. And the way that we work together is starting with a free empowerment call where we get to talk about the journey that you've been through, all the yo-yos, all the plans, all the obsessing from whatever age it started and how I can help you. Or maybe it just started in COVID. Either way. Just as I've helped hundreds of women through mindset, nutrition, and movement programs, I want you to live an empowered life. The call I have to offer you, the empowerment call, is free, but working with me is not. I put a lot of free content on here, as I said, that is accessible to you guys all the time, and I want you to take advantage. So soak it up. And I know who you are. If you can take this journey on your own, that's great. I'm really happy for you. You won't need a call with me. But if you've been struggling for years and you want a better way that'll end the ups and downs, and you think that I can help you, I need you to reach out so that I can. Your personal truth and whole body health, that's my job. And it's important to me that you stop looking for random fixes on the internet and stop spending money on that junk, and that you work with a professional who knows exactly what you've been through. If I'm not the right fit after our empowerment call, I might know someone who is. So you guys can book the call to find out if it is right for you, for sure. I'm a nice person. So I'm gonna throw the comment in here, and we can at least get to know each other a little bit, and I can help direct you in the right place, especially since I offer so many things now between the 5K, the strength training, and the energetic eating method. I have a lot of different ways for us to work together. And then in my one-on-one applied kinesiology practice, of course. So the movement programs are full right now, but there does get some wiggle room. So you can definitely PM me for that. The good news is that anybody who signs up for the energetic eating method, which is my signature program, you get an automatic spot. I save spots for people who sign up for that. Automatic spot in the 5K and an automatic spot in strength training. So even though those things are full, you get the automatic spot in those. Not everyone gets a chance to have a spot in the energetic eating method. Enrollment is limited, and I do have some spots for June. So I would love to hop on a call with you in the next couple weeks and see if it's the right fit. Again, hi Carrie. So this whole recording is going to be available on in the group, The Energetic Way to Transform Your Health. The replay will be here for you, and for any time you want to come back to it. So this is my jam. It was a pleasure talking to you guys and letting you know not just about my philosophy, but how I might be able to help if this is an area that you're struggling in. So thank you so much for coming, and I'll wait for the live to drop off. See you guys.